What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am Titan, AKT, if you're only following me on social media and not within our Discord group. In this video, I'm going to be going over my thoughts on the overall stock market this week, and then I'm going to give you guys two stocks to look out for this week, and one we're currently already in, and one I plan on entering Monday, depending on how Monday goes. All right, so if you like this content, if you want more stock content, I know it's been a while, I know we've been going over crypto lately, but if you want more of this content, like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so that you're alerted every time I post a new video. And without further ado, let's get right to it. So it's been crazy, okay? It's been absolutely crazy. I know the markets are down. I mean, look at this, red all across the board. Okay, it is looking bad. Okay, it's looking absolutely bad. Even crypto, everything is just down completely. But that's okay. We can trade to the downside. That is the beauty of the stock market. So you can make money both ways, whether it goes up, whether it goes down. But right now we're gonna go over that. Okay, so let's go over the SPY and what we're looking at for the SPY. So what I think is going to happen Monday for the SPY is that we're going to potentially see, you already see it drawn out, we potentially see a retest heading back up to 450, 445, around that range. And then, you feel all good about yourself, you're all happy and whatnot, you're happy, and then I think we're going to head back down. Okay, I think we're going to head back down to around 435, 430. The main thing that really worries me though is this gap all the way down here. At some point in time, we're going to have to visit this gap at the 400s. Now, Jerome Powell does speak Wednesday. I don't know what he can potentially say that can cause the market to drop this low, but you never know. Okay, I can't predict the future. I have no idea what he's going to say, but this does worry me. Do I think we're just going to tank straight to there? Absolutely not. But I think the SPY is going to play with us, and we're going to see, some slight consolidation heading down there. Okay, so this is obviously, I drew it out. I think we're just going to see a slight bump here, and then maybe Monday morning we see a bump here, and then we see a retest heading back up to 445, 450 range, and then we head back down. Now, this can happen between Monday and Wednesday because historically, Tuesday and Wednesday, typically with the day Jerome Powell speaks, the market is green. And it's not green, but it's kind of green. And then when Jerome Powell speaks, that determines where the overall market goes. It either consolidates, or it goes up kinda, or it just plummets. Okay, it straight drops. And typically the day after we see red. Okay, so probably investors aren't preparing. They probably heard something they didn't like, but they're playing with us and they're making the market climb up, and then we see that plummet the next day. Okay, so 450, look out for that. It could happen between Monday and Wednesday, like I said. Typically the day before, or the evening before I should say, Jerome Powell speak, and the day of we see some type of green market. So we could see that move heading up to 450. It consolidates around there, and then we see a move back down. Okay, so let's draw that out real quick. Okay, now I don't think we're going to see that big of a move all the way back to 460. I think it's just going to head down back to 450, and then we see that move down. Okay, as far as the whole drop down to 400, I don't think he can say anything right now that would cause that type of move, but I just don't think this bear market is going to end anytime soon. I think we are officially in a bear market. I think we're going to continue to see more pain in the market, and this could last potentially. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This could potentially last all the way to the summer. Okay. Now, I'm not an oracle. Can't see the future. Things can change, and I'm not saying we're gonna just go straight down, down, down. We're gonna see some green days. We'll even see some green weeks and things like that. But overall, just expect to make bearish type plays. Okay, puts, all that stuff. So look more for puts than calls. Okay, is basically what I'm saying. All right. So that's my thoughts on it. That's what I think is going to happen sometime between Monday and Wednesday, and we'll probably see some type of plummet come Thursday. Okay. I could be wrong, but historically, that's typically what happens. All right. Now, the stock that I have been talking about that we are in is Dollar Tree. Okay. DOTR. So I'm assuming everybody knows what Dollar Tree is, you know. The store that claims everything is $1, but it's not really $1. Dollar Tree is looking really good. We got in on Friday. We got into Dollar Tree on Friday, and we did a put option on Dollar Tree Friday. Okay, so we did a 120 put Friday, and I believe it was for, I want to say February 18th, and it is looking really good. We got around mid 126, so as you guys can see, it is currently down, and I believe after market right now it is at 125.25. Okay, so 125.25 is currently where it's at. So we are looking really good on this play. As you guys can see, the MACD is crossed over, it's straight to the downside. 4-hour chart is looking really strong, and if we want to look at it, all right, and we have a nice clean, I'm probably too far out, but we have a nice, very nice clean head and shoulders pattern. Okay, I wouldn't say it's very clean, but it went through. Okay, so we have a nice head and shoulders pattern here. We have the head here, shoulders like all the way down here. We actually got this shoulder here. So this is another head and shoulders pattern on a smaller time frame. So we got another shoulder here. Then we got like this lopsided thing going on over here. Okay. So head and shoulders patterns, they're not all going to be clean. And if you don't know what a head and shoulders pattern is, it's just simply the upper human body facing upwards. Okay, because I know in another video I was talking about inverse head and shoulders being upside down. This is just the head and shoulders pattern right side up. Did I say that right? Upside up, whatever. Okay, but overall it is looking really good. We broke the neckline, and we broke the neckline actually during after hours. Okay, so if we want to draw this trend out, so this is what happened. Okay, so this is exactly what I was looking for on this play. I'm hoping you guys can see this. All right, so what happened was it broke down the neckline, and typically when the neckline is broken on a head and shoulders pattern, we have a retest back up. So it retested back up. We got in around 126, so we got in pretty low. That's fine. It retested back up, and then I was like, okay, cool, but I actually missed this one. I actually missed the entry right here, but I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna just wait till it gets past here. Okay, I waited until it got past this area here, and it did. So it got past here, and that's how I ended up getting in at 126. But as you guys can see, this big wick, it went back up to retest one more time, 128. So we were in at like mid 126 and went back up to retest 128 one more time. And honestly, I should have loaded more contracts here. I should have alerted to get more contracts here, but I believe, I don't know what happened. I think I got distracted or something. And then we started to see that confirmation of the neckline being broken, confirmation of the retest, and confirmation that we are continuing back down to the downside. So very, very clean move. Wasn't the cleanest of entries. This retest kind of threw me off as far as the 128 move, but it ended up working out. Okay, and as of now, it is down at 125.22 or 25. I'm sorry, 0.25. And my price target for this, if you look over here, this huge gap right here, and my price target for this is between 115 117. I'm gonna lowball it and play it safe and say 117, around 117 118 is where I'm looking to take profit. Okay, so looking very good here. Okay, looking very good, I think. And as you look at this, I mean, there's nothing but space and opportunity in this area. Okay, there's nothing keeping Dollar Tree back. I mean, we can go really far back if we want to. There's nothing. Okay, there's nothing but space here. All right, so all this space here, so it is looking really, really good. Okay, so a lot of space here. There's really nothing keeping Dollar Tree to, you know, bounce back up or anything. And after hours even made this move much better, since it broke down to 125.25. and if we break 125, which I'm pretty sure we will, it's going to continue down. All right, now let's look at the smaller time frame, which is the hourly. Okay, let's see how it looks on the hourly. Okay, so again, I entered around 126, but then it looked like it was stopping here. Okay, so I was like, okay, cool, perfect time to enter. And then it pulled one of the dojis. It pulled a doji on me, which is cool because dojis are typically signs of a reversal. And then it plummeted it down, or not so much plummeted, but it dropped down. So very, very clean move. Worst case scenario is that we could potentially see one more retest of 126 in the morning, and then sometime between 10 o'clock, maybe around lunchtime, we see that move downwards. Okay, depending on how the market opens. Okay, now here as well, because I do think we're going to see probably another retest, which I wouldn't be surprised. We see another head and another shoulder. Okay, so like I said, typically when you have a head and shoulders pattern, is that the left shoulder has to be retested. Well, not has to be, but typically is, or on average is. I've been saying typically a lot, but on average, the right shoulder has to retest the left shoulder. So we could see that move where we see, somewhat of a retest around 126, 127, and then we see that move down, continue down. The MACD is losing weakness, but it could look different at market open. Okay, MACD is lagged behind because after hours Dollar Tree dropped down, so none of that is processed into these charts. None of that, the drop down to 125 isn't reflected on these charts yet. So we'll see how it looks Monday, and I'm really confident in this play. I really think, look at all this. It's nothing but it's just an empty void here, just plenty of room to drop, and I think that is what's going to happen. It's going to be an easy move. We might see some slight green in the morning, whatever the case may be, because the SPY, like I said about the SPY, we'll see some type of move back up and then plummets. Okay, but I don't think it's going to be a substantial move or anything like that to the upside. We'll just see a slight retest, boom, drops down. So I think you guys got the point. Okay, I'm kind of dragging this at this point. All right, so yeah, look out for that play. Like I said, we're in a 120 put on this play. If you can find a better contract, go for it. Or if you just want to see how it plays out, be sure to watch it. But I'm very confident in this play, and I really like how it is looking, and this gap is looking really good. Okay, now one more thing. It could easily tease the gap. It could act like it's going down there, and we may see a move to 121. But overall, we have plenty of time, and I think that's going to happen. So maybe we'll see 121. That's another case scenario where we see 121, retest back up to 126, and then plummet. Okay, just straight down to 115, 117 range. So there's various ways this can play out, but again, we have a lot of time on this play, so I'm very confident in it. Next stock is Lowe's, because I'm kind of dragging that out. All right, next stock is Lowe's. Stock is Lowe's, L-O-W. Okay, I think we all know what Lowe's is. So as you guys can see, I've already had this drawn out, and same thing here. Okay, very, very nice looking chart, very strong downtrend for Lowe's. And right now for Lowe's, I am looking at around, I want to say 215. Okay, I'm looking at that target, and what Lowe's typically does. Okay, so I haven't entered Lowe's because what Lowe's does is that it always it drops, and then it fills gaps pretty fast. Okay, besides this one. Okay, but Lowe's typically, whenever it gaps, it tends to try to fill them up right away, like fill it back up right away. Okay, not always, but a lot of cases Lowe's does do that. So we ain't gonna count this one. But the pattern here is that it leaves a gap, goes back up, and then that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm looking for a slight retest of 228, 230, and then we see another move down, because as you guys can see, this trend is very, very strong. Okay, this is a downtrend, and it is a very strong trend. Okay, so we did have the neckline, this break here. I could have just drew a zone, but whatever. But we did have this break here, and as you guys can see, it retested and then just gapped down. Okay, so I wish I would have saw this sooner, because that would have been a very nice, easy play. Very, very clean play. and then we get that move further down. So I think we're going to see more downwards movement from lows. Not only that, but the overall market is bearish. Okay, so once again, strong downwards trend. I think we're going to see a slight move back up to 228, 230, and then what I'm looking for is a big red candle. If we do get a green candle around this range, I want a big red candle, somewhat, obviously an engulfing candle to pretty much confirm, or some type of reversal candle to confirm that Lowe's is going to move further down. And then around this range, I'm looking for 221. Okay, so if we can get that move to 228, I'm going to possibly look for some type of contract around, I want to say 225, somewhere around that range. Hopefully we get a decent contract around there, 225, because 225, maybe 220, depending on how it goes, and we potentially see that move to 215. Okay, 215, because look, once we get past here, guys, there's again, like Dollar Tree, there's nothing but space. It's just an empty void, nothing but an empty void here. Okay, nothing but an empty void. So I'm looking forward to that move. Now if we head back up here, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be very honest. Okay, if we head back up here, then that would be great as well. Okay, so I'm gonna be very patient with this play, and the reason why I say that would be great, because like I told you guys before about head and shoulders pattern, even though this already broke, okay, it can easily come back up here, create a right shoulder, as weird as that would look, and then maybe like Wednesday or something, it comes back up here, test that 250, and then come back down like Thursday, because I did say Thursday is typically very bearish. Okay, there's various ways you can play this, but overall we're not gonna overthink it or anything like that. Again, look for 230, look for that 228 if you want to watch this play and see how it plays out. Again, I'm just gonna be very patient with this play. If we look at lower time frames, look at the lower time frame. See, this is, yeah, exactly. So this is exactly why I'm being patient with this play, because like I said, the MACD is crossing over to the upside. We have weakness coming in from the bears or whatever the case may be, and the MACD looks like it's ready to cross over to the upside. So that is why I'm saying that we could potentially see that move up to 228 range, and I really want to see how it reacts to this. Okay, I want to see how it reacts to this area. Okay, I really want to see this. All right, and depending on how it reacts will determine whether I should enter or not. Okay, but overall, this just screams down. Okay, I would not look for calls on this thing at all. It just screams nothing but downwards pressure. Okay, down. Lower highs, lower lows. It just looks bad. Okay, it looks bad. Okay, so if you're in a call on this, I would not be holding this very much longer. Okay, I would not hold this long at all. Okay, if you're in calls on this, I would definitely be looking for puts. I actually would be looking for puts in the overall market. Okay, but those are my plays. Dollar Tree for a 220 put option. If you find something better, go for it. And Lowe's, we're going to be patient with Lowe's, but definitely look for that retest. See how it reacts around the 230, 228 range, and then make your move from there. Decide on a possible option, put option from there. Or you can wait until after the Fed meeting to see how it reacts. Again, I don't think this is going to get broken. I just don't think this. I keep saying again, I didn't even say that before, but I don't think this is going to get broken right away. Okay, I think the whole market is going to be waiting on Wednesday to see what Jerome Powell says before that move is made. All right, got it. Okay, so I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you like it, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts below. What do you think is going to happen with the stock market? Do you think it's going to get worse? Do you think it's going to get better? Do you think it's all just fake news? Whatever the case may be, leave your thoughts below. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so that you're always updated on when I post videos. Our Discord link is in the description below. We have a lot of things planned ahead for us, and it's going to be great. Okay, but until next time, guys, See you in the next video.